Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are doing the monthly readings, so looking ahead at January, what's in store for you. It is New Year's Eve, party central. It's also my birthday, so please subscribe to the channel. I'll take that as a birthday present, guys. I love that. We are, princess mode today, but party princess, something like that. Please subscribe either way. I do appreciate that. Today I am we have the Memento Mori. This is an Oracle and Lenormand deck, but I've actually split the deck today so that we can use, those individually. When we're looking at career and finances, I have the Money Moves Oracle, and then we will look at love and romance, doing a zodiac run through with the Dark Confessions Oracle cards as well. Okay, so getting into it for you, Pisces. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces? Start, middle, and end of January 2025. Start, middle, and end of January 2025 for our Pisces. Okay, Pisces, starting the year off, we see the Memento Mori card. Okay, so this is actually the namesake of this whole entire deck. So we do see a lot of darker themes throughout this deck, and the Memento Mori, it actually means remember that you will die. Remember that you must die. Okay, so it's kind of like a reminder that you've only got one life. You may as well live it, because we all die at the end. So, why live death every day when you could be living? Okay, it's that reminder that, a lot of the time it is quite often the skull that, people will keep a skull image. It's kind of that, so that every time you walk past that skull, you remember that we all die at the end. So, I better make the most of my life while I can, that kind of energy. So we're seeing that coming through at the start of January here for you. So it's kind of a reminder for you to live life to the fullest, that there's something happening for you at the start of January that, really sort of brings it into your reality that life is short, that if you're not living, what are you doing with your life? You may as well, curl up and die now kind of energy. I will clarify that, but I am sort of seeing some strong fate energy for you here, Pisces. Clarify the Memento Mori for the start of January for our Pisces. Clarify Memento Mori for the start of January for our Pisces. So yeah, building a tower to the stars. We have the tower coming through here first, followed by the stars. Okay, so literally building a tower to the stars for yourself. It's kind of, maybe for some of you, there may be an element here of going within a little bit, going within the fortress of self, isolating yourself for a few days, really to sit down and sort of talk to yourself about, what is it that I desire out of this life? If I have to live this life, there's no point just doing the same thing over and over and every single day and not actually getting anything out of it. What do I actually want to get out of my life? And creating a foundation that is actually going to make those wishes come true, creating a foundation within yourself that is, hopeful that there is more to life for you than just that inevitable death. All right. So it's really taking the time to just sit with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I want out of life? And, why am I holding back from life? And, how can I involve myself in living just a little bit more for myself here? We do also have the dog energy coming through as well. So I do feel, with the dog energy there, that really does show us that for a lot of you, there may be a strong wish or desire around some sort of friendship, some sort of companionship, where you are feeling supported and understood, and having that sense of loyalty between yourself and others. So I do feel that for a lot of you, this tower is kind of giving you the option to strengthen the foundation of the connections that you have in your life, and really work out, what is it that you desire from those connections in your life, and then how can we sort of move towards those dreams? How can we strengthen those dreams, fortify those dreams, those relationships in general? Because you only live once. You want the people that you love to know that you love them. You want to spend time with the people that you care about while you can spend time with them. It's kind of that, fickle reminder that death catches up to us all. And, if there are, especially for those of you where, there may be some elderly friends in your life or elderly people in your life, it's that fickleness of, I want to spend as much time with them and show them that I support them and love them while I can, because once again, death is inevitable at some point. So just climatizing to that idea a little bit there, Pisces. The middle of the month, we do see the crown. So I've got my crown on today. You're going to have yours on very soon as well, Pisces. This gives like a sense of royalty, of being above others, being even above your own self in some kind of way. There is a strong element here of ruling as well. It's not just, because I'm getting that line from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So you're sort of realizing that you've got this power, you have this responsibility to make the most of it, and to live your life using that power, that status that you have just by being who you are, to maybe be more of a role model for others, to help the weak and vulnerable, pull them up a little bit here as well. So I will just get a couple of cards to quickly clarify that. I do just feel as though it's you just sort of putting that crown back on your head and realizing that you already have the power within you to reach any dreams and desires that you have here, and that you really are moving towards all the things that you want in your life. I don't know what that is. I'm seeing flashes of like red and gold behind the camera. I cannot. It must be the window behind me flashing. So yeah, we have the woman and the heart. Okay, Pisces, clarifying that crown energy. So for those of you who are female, especially, this is you really putting that crown back on and knowing that you are Queen Bee here. You're able to grow and nurture pretty much anything that you want in your life, as long as you're doing it out of love. Okay, and it's also very strongly, regardless of your gender as well, very strongly knowing that as long as you're, doing things from your heart and following your heart and doing things with passion and love and desire for good, that's your greatest power, is following your heart and doing your heart's desire, and living your life to the fullest extent, to sharing your heart with the people around you in order to support and nurture them. And you will find that comes back to you automatically. A lot of power there for you. But like I said, there's also that responsibility to nurture, to help grow, to, love mankind, to love yourself, to love the people around you, to show that, to be caring, to be compassionate. Okay, so it's kind of coming through as a bit of a responsibility for you, Pisces, that, once again, with great power comes great responsibility. If you've got all this within you, what what good is it doing you just holding it all within you and not actually sharing it with the people who deserve it just as much? Once again, too, the more that you share that, the more it comes back to you, okay? The end of January, we do have the chiromancy card, okay, which is, chiromancy is the art of reading palms, palmistry. Okay, so it's kind of interesting though, because it is actually, it's reading fate in the palm of your hand. So it's getting to know, every single line and shape in your body, specifically your hands and your fingers. Understand, the more that you understand the shapes and the lines within your own self, the more that you understand the threads of fate that may affect you, and where fate is taking you in its hand. So the end of January here, I really am getting that there may be a need to really just sort of get to know the finer details of yourself, study the finer details of self a little bit here. And then that will actually allow you to understand where you're going, how you're going to get there, what you truly deserve in this life, Pisces. It's studying yourself in order to create a deeper understanding of past, present, future. Okay, because in our palms, not only can we read our past and our present, but we can also read our own futures as well. So there's something here, and it's very connected as well to astrology as well. Okay, so each especially in the shapes, it is connected to astrology with the palmistry as well. So it's understanding, the synastry of yourself, and some of you may be wanting to look into your charts and your astrology charts here, and gain that deeper understanding of your own self through that side of things as well, because once we understand ourselves, we can predict more clearly how we're going to react, what we're going to do, where we're going to go, the future of our own self here as well. So, I'm picking up quite a few of you maybe wanting to really look into your individual astrology. I recommend Cafe Astrology. So just Google Cafe Astrology and you can go on that site. It'll do a full chart for you, and it'll actually go through and explain how each placement affects you, and what that might look like in your actual life. You can also do other people's charts and combine them, so you can sort of see how you're going to get along with other people, that sort of thing as well. They've got so many free charts and astrology tools on Cafe Astrology. I really like that site, and so that's the one I would personally recommend as a starting point for you. But I tell everyone, sort of, when you are just sort of starting the astrology search, all you really need to know is your sun, your moon, and your ascendant, or your rising sign. They are the three most important placements when it comes to astrology, and understanding yourself, understanding that you are more than just your sun sign says. Okay, there's a bit more depth to it when you look into the three big placements there, as well as your Venus for love connection as well. But there's just something there at the end of January about learning more about yourself. Okay, so that may become important for you, Pisces, especially, and it's got to do here, especially with that love and that crown, that power. Like, why am I so good at this? Why am I drawn to this? Why am I feeling this responsibility to be like this? Where is that going to take me? What can I use that for? It may be learning more a little bit about where that can actually take you in life. But it's all coming down to understanding yourself, so that you can get the most out of not only your life, but out of yourself and your placement in your life. Okay, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in January with work, career, finances, please? Money, money, money. Work, work, work. What's going on for Pisces in January, please? So the start of January, we're seeing the surprise energy. An unexpected turn can bring positive changes. Be ready for change. Okay, so once again, that's what we're sort of seeing there with that memento mori. It's that, not just living just for the sake of getting up and doing things each and every day, not trapping yourself in the mundane anymore, Pisces. Be ready for change, unexpected changes coming through that enable you to really appreciate life and doing what you want to do with life and making the most of every moment. And this is playing out in your career as well. So I do feel for a lot of you Pisces that, maybe doing a career a job that's not a career. Okay. If you're a Pisces that's in a job that's, I'm just doing this job just to get money, I'm not, I don't actually love it. I feel as though there may be some surprise changes happening in January where you're realizing, no, I want to actually love. I want to do what I'm passionate about. And I feel like there might be something just popping up for you that, brings about that change and, enables you to start following your heart with your career as well. We do see partnership coming through there. So there may be somebody else helping you with this. Joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation, prioritizing your connections. Okay, so making sure, once again, we did see that with this friendship thing here too. So making sure that we are paying attention to the partnerships and potential partnerships in our life, especially business partnerships, and, really joining forces and not being afraid to ask for help and ask for support with your career, your job, your finances. Okay, and prioritizing that connection and, strengthening the relationships that you have with work, so that you're going to get the most out of those people money wise, because you're getting, you're pushing the connection, and these sort of things, they all sort of roll into one another here. We do also see the spiritual work. So, this is a reflection once again of that chiromancy card where, we are seeing you sort of delving a little bit deeper into yourself at the end of January here. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. So, for a lot of you, this is clearly what we're seeing with, we've already seen the follow your heart message, nurture and grow and do what you love, do what you're passionate about. You have this power within you that you need to share. It's your responsibility to actually use that to help the world, to bring more love out into the world in some way, shape or form. This does say you are a light worker, but heal the human heart. I do feel for a lot of you here, Pisces, that there is just something about you, something within you. And that's why you're looking a little bit deeper into yourself and your gifts and your abilities here, because there is something within you where you're able to share that with others in order to, bring positive changes into the world. It's kind of that butterfly effect energy of, doing just the smallest little things with positive intentions and to bring love into the world. It can actually make a greater impact than you may realize. In the world here. So I am sort of picking up on that. I'm also picking up on Reiki. Some of you may need to, look into Reiki or I'm just thinking, I am getting a specific message for my best friend. I know she's already done Reiki. So I'm just sort of picking up for her that in particular here, but it may actually suit quite a few of you. If you have already had Reiki training or you've been thinking of having Reiki training, maybe continuing that training or actually using your skills with the Reiki. Okay. That's sort of definitely fitting that there as well with the hand as well, hands on, get a bit more hands on with the Reiki, the hands on healing, the, healing, helping heal people with energy there. It's definitely coming through with that Reiki as well for a few of you. Okay, so we'll have a look at love and romance. Like I said, going to do this as a zodiac run through. So see how you're dealing with each and every sign. For a lot of you, it may show platonic connections as well. But keeping in mind, these are the dark confessions oracle cards as well. So they are a little bit more negatively geared here towards the darker stuff rather than, light, fluffy, happy messages. Can't always be beautiful and fluffy. Okay, Pisces dealing with Aries. Pisces dealing with Aries in January. I am finally seeing my worth, yet I still feel unworthy of your love. Step by step. Aries is getting there slowly. Pisces dealing with Taurus. They still have a few issues around the unworthiness, but they're getting there. Pisces dealing with Taurus. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. I'm also hearing a Pisces saying, yeah, Taurus was being a lot of things and selfish was just one of them. They were being selfish. At least they're aware of it, I suppose. Pisces dealing with Gemini. Pisces dealing with Gemini. I am seeing someone, but I am not ready for you to know about it yet. So Gemini is connected to somebody else. I'm also getting here, but I'm not ready for you. It's kind of giving me that for some of these Geminis, some of them are seeing someone and they're just not telling you about that or just not letting anyone know about that. But for others of you, it's kind of like, I am seeing someone, but I'm not ready for you. So it's like, I will be ready for you soon, Pisces. Some of them are aware that they're close to an ending with the current person. Pisces dealing with Cancer. Pisces dealing with Cancer. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. Cancer is just not letting themselves even deal at the moment. They can't think about it. They can't feel at the moment. They may have a lot going on emotionally and it's just too much. Pisces dealing with Leo. I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. Leo's giving a little bit. Does Leo fight for anything in their life? Is the Leo in your life, Pisces? Are they someone that just they're struggling? They're struggling to actually find motivation for anything, I feel. Pisces dealing with Virgo. There is a big hole in my heart that I cannot fill on my own. Ooh, Virgo's trying to fill that hole with, I'm getting addictions, gambling, overeating, drinking, trying to fill this gap and with all the wrong things. People as well, addictions, some sort of addiction there with the Virgo. Pisces dealing with Libra. Pisces dealing with Libra. I feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. So Libra's just very overwhelmed. They may just need someone to talk to. Pisces dealing with Scorpio. I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? Scorpio just needs your guidance, your advice, your guidance more than anything. Pisces dealing with Sagittarius. Pisces dealing with Sagittarius. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. Sagittarius is, they get too much from the connection with you. Does that mean that you give too much to Sagittarius and they not maybe giving you as much? I kind of am picking up on that. Pisces dealing with Capricorn. Yeah, it just feels as though Sagittarius, you're giving more than you're getting. Capricorn, I feel unbalanced and uneasy. I don't know what to do, how to fix it. Capricorn's kind of feeling like there's something off in the energy, but they just don't know, what it is, or so they don't even know how to even start fixing it because they can't really work what it is out. So, if there is a specific issue between you and Capricorn, they need for you to actually, tell them what that is so that they can fix it, okay? Pisces dealing with Aquarius. Pisces dealing with Aquarius. No one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. Aquarius. There's something about their pride getting in the way of telling you the truth about how they feel for you here. Pisces dealing with other Pisces. Pisces dealing with other Pisces. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. So if you are dealing with another Pisces, they may actually be closer to the Aquarius cusp than you yourself are. Their pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. That's why they're, taking it to the grave, how they truly feel about you with that Aquarius element there as well. But for some of you, this is you within your own self, and you're kind of realizing that in the past that you maybe have hurt somebody out of your own hurt as well, and you sort of owning up to it, taking personal responsibility for your past actions in a connection as well. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you today, Pisces. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. I hope everybody enjoys the final little bit of New Year's Eve. I know that across the world, it's a bit later for a lot of you than it is for me here in Australia. So I really hope you all enjoy the night, whatever you're doing, even if it's just sitting at home. All right, and fresh year, fresh starts all around. I'll see you next year, guys.